Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. On play action, they'll throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Jackson, option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
That 2nd down play nets a -4. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it, and you work at it. But I don't care how much you prepare, it is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. To throw his Carr. Back to Kamara for another catch. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And audible here to get a new look. Carr going to go on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First down, Saints.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Carr now to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Carr going to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Aguilar in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And got his man complete. Off to the races. Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman taking it in. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Carr now on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A Carr, he wants to change up the look here. He gets this complete to Shaheed. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
93.
On play action. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Marshawn Lattimore finding his way behind the line and to the football.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Oh, he fakes the spike. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. The final shot here before half for Carr. Dancing to his left. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 38. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On first down, Carr. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return. Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he is going to have the Saints first down, and they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down, it's Kamara again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Devin Duvernay. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. They had just lost the lead. That sure wouldn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point trying to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now Carr changing the formation. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Carr to throw on second down. Being chased out left. Catch here, left side, Thomas. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now Carr. Flush to his right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's first and 10. Throwing on first down is Carr. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here comes second down. Carr to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing his car. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands.
Pussy.
Yeah. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you pop it, they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy is clever.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on their Beltway rivals, the Baltimore Ravens. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
The score, Commanders 7, Ravens 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the option right is Jackson. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. Faking the handoff. Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Off play action. It's Howell. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Howell looking to throw again. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson from 6 yards away. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Sly on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing is Jackson. Out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And they're going option play on third down. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First down, Ravens.
They go play action with Jackson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. They run the option on second down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Prescott now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now Prescott on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. We're scoreless after 1. First and goal from the 6. In motion left goes a tight end. Play action now. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! From 6 yards away. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. Jackson going to keep it running right. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll send Beckham in motion right. Fourth down. Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 39 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go play action now. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Damone Clark. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson, option right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Damone Clark. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On the option, Jackson will keep it. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Now Jackson off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. On 1st and 10, Prescott going for the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of...
Good shit.
It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right there. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in a bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 67 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting another big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. Give him 9 on the keeper there, and it'll leave him with a second and just a few inches.
A 9-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Hey, report.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on second and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Baltimore! J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. Rocky Sin there to make the tackle.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
At the 18-yard line.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left.
Again.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this curve. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. On play action, Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Prescott yet again. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. Touchdown! Jake Ferguson, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Jackson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Oh, Prescott stripped. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He finds his man, it's Charlie Kohler. Down the right sideline, and in for the Ravens touchdown. Charlie Kohler, 56 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
24 yards the gain there, another first down as well. Prescott to throw it. Buying time to his left. Going right back to Ferguson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. No gain on the play, and it's second down. And Prescott is going to change things up here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run forward, Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 83 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. That's dumped off to Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call it a loss of a yard there. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott, sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Pollard will take it up the gut. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now they're in the hurry up. First down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. The good pickup there, 22.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him. And they
poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Eluding the pressure right. A real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. And I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt. You talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied this stage of the contest. Boy.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're going to hurry back to the line now. That's complete. Right around the end. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. This time, Jackson will throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Forced out to his left. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now Jackson, and this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jackson, he'll buy some time right, and just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. He will have the conversion and more than that. He's on his way. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dobbins is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 3-yard line.
Jackson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 32. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now a give here to Pollard. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due.
He's got him in, complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. One last shot for Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over, but sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. Now I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lane. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a scene go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started. Please give me a part.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. One, Omaha. 65. 21. 11. Hey,
in motion left here, one of their tight ends.
21. Here we go. 11.
Garoppolo, first play, going to throw it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. They've got his man complete.
And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 40 yards.
21.
Garoppolo changing the play.
I got this.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
13.
Here's Garoppolo to throw.
Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Play action. Garoppolo.
That is taken in by the tight end Mayer.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 17-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
21. Hey, alert. 12, fellas, here we go.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Garoppolo again. Flushed out right. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
White.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Here's a diving catch right side. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Michael Mayer
laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he... knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
They'll start with the option.
Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Now this throw caught left side, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is J.K. Dobbins. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. The slot man in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep.
Great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham from 8 yards out.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower to those those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they'll audible to something else. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They throw it out right complete. Shoves him aside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The Raiders try to move quickly, trying to get everybody back to the line. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
One, Omaha. 11, 11. 21, 21. Stand.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
And that is going to wind up incomplete, so they tried to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
21, 21.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And Garoppolo's going to change the play.
21, 21.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
11. 21, 21. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
I got this. 13.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
12, fellas. Here we go. Hey,
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, They're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Garoppolo now. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Carlson is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with the option left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Jackson.
And his throw is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
I got you. Go ahead.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
11.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
And Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who had at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that'll do it for my partner Reporter Charles Davis and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation.
Yeah, first off, my name told, but it's really told.